This is a full audition.
There's guys there, who are going to have to fight for places.
I'm a guy who can play for Ireland right now.
Irish rugby's looking for its next 10.
This is your final chance to have a say.
Not even just one or two players, it's nearly in every position. David Kilcoyne's going to want to come back with a bang, going up straight up against Andrew Porter. Can he do a job into the second rows? Ty Byrne, how does he outplay either Ryan Baird or Devin Toner to try and get back into the Irish setup? The back row battles, oh my goodness, like Peter O'Mahony, CJ Stander, Doris, does Levy feature right the way across the board? There is everything on the stake.
That back row is going to be so competitive from an international point of view. You got Peter O'Mahony, you got CJ Stander, but you've got the look at the likes of Van der Fleer. You've got Dan Levy coming back into the equation, Caelan Doris. So there's guys there, who are going to have to fight for places.
For me, it's the selection first and foremost in Leinster and Munster's back rows. Rhys Ruddock, for me, is a guy who's been in superb form, but he's got a real battle on his hands to be in the Leinster team.
The only other player you could say, weirdly, is Rhys Ruddock, because even though he isn't part really of the Irish setup like he was, he still should be.
Also, Gavin Coombs with Munster, I think he's been excellent, physical. Looks like he can take another step up. But again, he's facing a fight to get into that back row.
When I look at Gavin Coombs' work this season, he just seems to have met every challenge that has come his way. When you look at some of the players he's likely to be playing against, guys who he would, essentially be competing for those Irish places with. I think if Gavin Coombs can play at the level that we've seen from him already this season, he's a guy who could most certainly make his way into the Six Nations squad.
I think the nine battle is going to be very, very distinctive, I think, because you've got such different types of nines, and that's probably the most interesting game if Gibson Park starts, and who comes out on top of that, and how does Murray react to playing against him.
I would say it's probably either of the two 10s, because Irish rugby's looking for its next 10 now urgently. So I would either say, obviously depending on who starts, but either of the Burns.
A guy I really want to see, put his hand up, and I know he will, is Chris Farrell. I think a guy at 13 who, anytime he's put on a green jersey, has played extremely well. And there's an opportunity possibly there for him to put his hand up for selection, depending on Ringrose's fitness. I think he's a guy who will look to impress, and he's a guy who certainly performs on the big occasion, and it doesn't come much bigger than Munster-Leinster this Saturday.